Hi, I'm Greg Klee, Director of Admissions, and we are back again this week with another episode of Becoming an Eagle. This week, sitting down with one of our deans, Jimmy Milkovich. Jimmy, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Klee.
So you are in our dean's office. Other than discipline, what gets handled in the dean's office at Chaminade?
There's a lot that gets done. So we handle student attendance, student tardies in the morning. We're in charge of security and safety on campus, and the safety part also encompasses we have monthly drug dogs that come in. We'll sniff
Detection
backpacks,
canines, yeah.
lockers, and then we also have monthly drug testing.
Right.
It's a pretty wide range of things that we handle.
So a lot more for a parent to be involved with your office than just getting the dreaded call from the dean's office.
No, absolutely. And
Okay.
we're obviously there to help answer questions on
Right.
anything if something comes up during the year as well. We help with uniform if there's issues with uniform and uniform orders. We do
Right.
parking permits.
Okay. Dress
Dress
code, all of
code.
it.
And any general questions, too, that a parent might have, like we're a good source because we do handle a lot on campus, and a lot of it's logistical.
And you're saying that's a lot of stuff that you cover. You're not doing this alone. We have other deans?
We do. There's 3 total, including myself. So it's myself, Mr. Huntsinger, and Mrs. Nunneri in the dean's office. And we kind of split up the students by grade level. So each of us has a specific grade level.
Okay.
And then the incoming freshmen will split into thirds so that we can all get to know our incoming and new
So
students.
you guys all share that 9th grade group.
Correct.
Okay. So you do handle the discipline aspect of our school, keeping the place not only safe and secure, but also orderly. When it comes to discipline, what is Chaminade's sort of underlying philosophy in the area of discipline?
So it's in our handbook, and it goes along with our merriness characteristics and charism. So it's, treat yourself with respect, treat others with respect, and treat this place with respect. And if you
Right.
can do that, then it's going to be really hard for you to make it to our office. And
Right.
at the same time, though, there also is a progressive discipline to it. We want to help our students to make adjustments and fix any behaviors that they have that might be disruptive because they're teenagers. They're going to make mistakes.
Right. It's not utopia here. 1,250 teenagers.
Not a utopia, but if you
Yeah.
do the same thing multiple times, then
Right.
the consequences will get greater.
So we're not a zero tolerance type of place. We're more like a family when it comes to helping kids stay in line.
Absolutely, and there are certain things. I mean, we have a long laundry list of things in the handbook that are infractions. So there are some things that would lead to steep discipline right away. But in general, it's a community that we know they're going to make mistakes, and we want to help them through those
Right.
moments.
Pick them up, dust them off, put them back out there.
Right.
Okay. Super. When it comes to the start up of the school year, what are the most common issues that the dean's office seems to deal with at the beginning of the year, especially when it comes to like new kids, new students in Chaminade?
Well, at the beginning of the semester, uniform's a big one, which is
Dress code.
Dress code, and especially at the beginning, some students may not have a full understanding of what the dress code is. We also do a talk with all the grade levels, so they'll get a specific talk for them that will talk dress code.
So not a gotcha policy, but more of an informative policy.
An informative policy.
great.
And then also the way that students act in the classrooms, because obviously we have a certain way that our teachers conduct their business in the classrooms,
Right.
and we want to make sure it's a positive learning environment for everybody.
Right.
And so that sometimes takes a little bit of adjustment for our incoming students.
So they have to learn how we do things here.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it might be a lot different than what they had at their middle school.
Right.
But it's the same anytime you start something new.
And you're the resource for that.
Exactly.
So we mentioned dress code a minute ago. What does happen? I know sometimes, we make our orders and Hilfiger doesn't deliver them. What do we do if we don't quite have dress code figured out quite yet as a family?
So if there's a pending delivery or you haven't received your clothing yet,
Yep.
It's good just to contact us. It can be the parents, or
Okay.
we want the students to advocate for themselves at some point, but incoming freshmen might not be ready. But if somebody communicates with us and tells us, we have our uniform, it's going to be on the way, and gives us kind of like a time frame, and also you kind of need the receipt so we know that it's
Yeah.
actually true, then
Right.
we'll work with families.
So a quick email helps make everything okay. And in the meantime, we're sending our kids to school dressed as close to the uniform as we can be without it actually being Chaminade stuff.
Yeah, and best case, and kind of the tips I would give is, just plain white, gray, navy, orange polos,
Right.
And then navy and khaki pants or shorts, and then we also allow sweats, so
Right.
navy sweats without
Would
any
work until the
logos.
Chaminade stuff comes in.
Right.
Okay. So let me shift gears here, and I'm going to do that literally. Let's talk about drop-off and pickup. So school's about to open, orientation is happening, and then the first few days of school. Describe a little bit about what drop-off and pickup is going to look like, and how do I do it right as a parent?
Right. Well, it's going to be chaotic the first couple weeks.
I would imagine.
It always is. But
Right.
basically, for the drop-off pickoff, it's at our Chaminade Avenue gate. So
Okay.
our main gate that probably most people know is on Cohasset Street,
The guard shack gate.
the guard shack. So if
Okay.
you go past Cohasset,
Don't go in there.
don't go in Cohasset. Go past it, and the first stop sign is Chaminade Avenue.
Okay.
So you'd either go left or right, depending on which direction you're coming. And then you'd follow, then you'll see our gate kind of by the cul-de-sac. And there'll be
Right.
green cones set up that will kind of separate the residential area from our school lane
We get right into that drop-off line,
and move as far up as you can.
and we go up the hill, drop our kids off, and go right out the other side. There's another gate to let us out.
There is. It's our Keswick gate. So once you drop off, you keep going straight. You'll see the Keswick gate on your left.
Great. And that gate that we've been coming into and out of, maybe coming to campus where the guard shack is, who gets to go in that gate?
Our new drivers, our juniors, sophomores,
The newest of the new.
the new
Okay.
drivers. Yeah.
So we're going to avoid that gate. And if I do end up in there as a parent, I'm also going to find out it is a no exit gate, right? I'm going to have to stop and ask the guard to raise the arm to let me out.
Right.
Okay, so we don't want to do that. If I don't want to go in the drop-off line, where do I go?
I would say the best thing would be maybe dropping off on Cohasset near the baseball field,
Okay.
and letting students go, because obviously Saticoy is a live street with a lot of traffic,
Right.
and our buses also park there. So I would avoid Saticoy, because if you park or go there, one, the buses might be coming and we're going to ask you to move really quickly, and it's also a very busy street. So
But I could drop off curbside within a block or two of campus as long as I'm not breaking traffic laws.
right, and that's the biggest
Right.
thing, is safety is priority number one for all of
Right.
us in the morning.
And no jaywalking for the students either.
Go to the stop signs, go to the crosswalks.
That's right. I'm going to drop my kid off. I arrive at 8:20. What's it going to be like?
Your student's going to be late if you drop off at 8:20. It's
Right.
really crowded. So I mean, the gates opened at 7.
Okay.
If you're there between 7 and 7:30, you will see there is nobody, and you will literally
Yeah.
drive up to the top, drop off, and leave within.
Yeah,
20
it seems
seconds.
like my experience with it has been anything before 8 o'clock, pretty good. Anything after 8 o'clock, especially the first couple of weeks, pretty crazy.
super busy. Avoid
So just
that.
be ready for it, right?
Right.
All right. So, last question for you today. Now, you've been at Chaminade for quite a while as a teacher, as a coach, as a dean. You're also an alum of the school, class of
2001.
2001. So with your experience, when you talk, people listen. What's your best advice for a new student at this school to stay out of the dean's office?
Well, first and foremost, kind of repeat what I said earlier. It's if you respect yourself, you respect others, and you respect our campus and are a positive part of this community,
Right.
it's going to be really hard for you to end up in our office. And also, make those adjustments early on, where if you're in class, you want it to be a positive, quiet learning environment for everybody in the class. So if you can do that, lock in,
Yeah.
take instructions from your teacher, and do your work. Again, it's going to be really tough to be in our office. And then also, like during breaks and lunches, just I would say at that point, it's respect other students, and then listen to the adults on campus when they're talking to you.
Do the right thing. Like John Wooden said, discipline yourself and no one else will have to.
Exactly. It's a
All
great,
right.
great quote right there.
Great quote. So, well, Jimmy, thanks for sitting down with us today. Appreciate it. And we appreciate you joining us again. Thank you for choosing Chaminade. I'm Greg Klee, Director of Admissions. Go Eagles.